I'm Jason Stahl, the Ohio Technical College in Cleveland. I'm here with Kevin Lewis from U-POL, who will share a new system of products for non-structural repairs that reduce cycle time. So Kevin, tell me a little bit about these products.
First, I'd like to talk about U-POL's newest filler in the Dolphin line, Dolphin Speed Filler. Dolphin Speed Filler is an advanced, premium, lightweight, ultra-fast curing filler designed for medium to deep dent panel repairs. Using SnapCure technology, Dolphin Speed Filler is ready to sand in half the time of standard body fillers and offers many other benefits to the repairer.
Tell me more.
Dolphin Speed Filler is faster to sand, 8 to 10 minutes at 70 degrees and dries tack-free. It's faster to prime. It's solvent-proof in 20 minutes. Like other Dolphin fillers, Dolphin Speed Filler features a rich, multifunction resin which bonds to all automotive substrates. In fact, if you're working on silicon bronze, there is no need to apply an epoxy primer before you apply the filler, so it eliminates a step in the body repair process. Lastly, if you use other U-POL fillers, Dolphin Speed Filler utilizes the same standard U-POL cream hardeners, helping to simplify things for the repairer.
Great, thanks for the information. So tell me about this product here, the Dolphin Speed Glaze.
Sure. First, Dolphin Speed Glaze is our softest sanding glaze, which is ideal for repairing small scratches, minor dents, chips, and other surface imperfections. Yet it also maintains enough body to hang on a vertical surface, and it is also semi-flexible. It dries and powders fast, which translates into reduced cycle times and extra profits. Like Dolphin Speed Filler, Dolphin Speed Glaze also cures in 8 to 10 minutes and can be primed in as little as 20 minutes.
It sounds like these two products can really help reduce the time it takes to complete body repairs.
Yes, they do. When Dolphin Speed Filler is used in combination with Dolphin Speed Glaze, you can cut cycle times by over 50%. And now I'm going to bring in Mark Thomas for a demonstration so you can see for yourself.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, Mark, I see you're all suited up here. What are we going to do with this hood?
Excellent question, Jason. What we're going to do here, this is a classic example of things that we can use the speed filler and the speed glaze for. So we're going to take this E-coated hood. The first thing we're going to do is clean it down, make sure there's no surface contaminants on it. We're going to sand this area where the worst damage is, this dent right in the middle of the hood. We're going to sand that down basically to bare metal. We're going to scuff the scratch over there, and we're going to apply the speed filler to this area, sand it down, and then top coat it with a speed glaze. And over this, we're going to use the speed glaze itself, and then we're going to feather everything in and get it ready for paint.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see you get started.
Here we go. On this area over here where we got this little scuff, this is not very serious. So I'm just going to kind of abrade this with some 220 to open up the E-coat so that I get good mechanical adhesion when we apply the speed filler over the top of this. And we don't have to be real aggressive on this. I'm just actually using 220 grit sandpaper to prep this area right here. And then we're going to switch to the DA to prep this area right here. Generally, after we've sanded the area, we want to re-clean it, get rid of any additional dust or surface contaminants that may be on there. Always like to give it just a little bit more right down in there, make sure that everything is well abraded. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix up the filler. So what I'm going to do initially is activate the speed filler. All of U-POL's premium fillers and putties are activated at a 2% ratio. We can either weigh this out or we can use a by the eye kind of condition on that. And this is approximately 50 grams of filler right here. So in a 50-gram puddle of activator, generally I'll apply approximately a strip of hardener that is about 2/3 of the way across the top of that panel. Maybe a little bit more, not clear edge to edge. And then to mix the filler so that you get very, very pinhole free material, You put the spreader perpendicular to the substrate, you kind of cup the spreader a little bit, and you make this little figure 8 sign like that. And when I'm doing that, you can see how it picks the activator up and runs it right through the filler itself. And that prevents the addition of additional air in the mixing process. So normally I'll mix for probably 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I'll spread it out, make sure that everything is marbleized in. If I see a little bit of marbling where the activator is not mixed in, I'll just pick it up and run it again for another 5 or 6 seconds. Pick the material up, press it out, and then we're going to apply just a little bit of filler into this because this is a medium dent. So we want to primarily put that material over there, let the feather edge out a little bit, and we're going to leave that material to dry. We will come back and we will block that down flat, and then we'll apply the speed glaze back over the top of this to take care of any minor pinholes, random sand scratches that may be around the feather edge or any of those areas right there. And we'll block everything down flat in preparation for primer and paint. Okay, our dry time has been approximately 7 to 10 minutes here. It's about 70 degrees inside here. And because this is a small dent repair and the speed glaze or the speed filler sands so easily, I'm actually going to do the first cut on this with 220 grit. A lot of times people may start with a coarser grit, 120, 150, something along those lines, and move to 220. But because this is a small area, small damage, and it blocks out so well, I'm actually just going to sand it with this 220 grit. And for the people watching, you can see this material sands and powders up very, very easily. That is one of the attributes of this product right here, is it is an extremely easy sanding material. And at this point in time, we've feathered it in real nice on all the edges. We're going to come back with the speed glaze over the top of this to take care of any micro popping or any random sand scratches that may be in the substrate itself. And then we're going to apply the speed glaze over both of these areas right here, allow that to dry, and then block it down again. Okay, it's been approximately 7 to 10 minutes, and we sanded this down and we got it all blocked off. And now what we're going to do is mix up some of the Dolphin Speed Glaze and do a very, very tight wipe over this area to get rid of any micro popping, random sand scratches that may be out that around the edge of this, and to kind of coat the feather edge a little bit. And then we are going to apply the material over this area where the deep scratch is. Process is the same. The nice thing about the bags is you get 100% usage of the material out of the bags. You can roll the product up and you just squeeze out the amount of material that you're going to want to use, which is actually a very small amount for this application. Our activation ratio is the same on this, so we're still working at 2% activation ratio. And this product will be generally ready to sand in approximately 7 minutes. This is a cycle time reduction product. It really increases throughput and reduces cycle time when you're working on these small spot repair areas. So using the same figure 8 technique to mix the material to keep as little air introduced into the product as possible. Press the material out, a little bit of streaking in there. So pick it up again. Very nice mix on that at this point. So our spreaders have a beveled edge and a straight edge. And I really like to use the beveled edges when we are doing tight wipes with glazing putty, because you can really put a lot of pressure down on it and press it into the substrate, get it down into the material, and wipe off any excess that may be there. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Very tight wipe across this. let this material dry for approximately 7 minutes, and we're going to come back and block it down as well. So at this point, I'm sanding the Dolphin Speed Glaze, and when we sanded the filler, I sanded it with 220 grit. And what I've done now, because once again it's a small area and I want to keep the sand scratches down, I'm actually sanding at this point with 320 grit, just to kind of block it down and get rid of as much of the materials we have that we don't need. Get a little bit around the edge where I dribbled it before.
Wow, Mark, you're already done?
Just about. We're in the final phases right now. I applied the Speed Glaze to it. We finished sanding the body filler and applied the Speed Glaze, and now we're sanding it down. And that's the big thing about this material, Jason. It is so fast. Typically, body fillers take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes before they're ready to sand. The same thing for a lot of your glazing putties. They take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to get to the sand point. The beautiful part about the Speed Filler and the Speed Glaze is because they're cycle time reduction tools. The filler is ready to sand in under 10 minutes, and typically speaking, the glaze is ready to sand in under 7 minutes.
Wow, what a time saver.
And that's what it's all about. Time is money in the body shop.
That's right.
The quicker we can turn it around and reduce that cycle time, that key-to-key time, the more profitable it is for the shop. And I'll come back and finish this off because we'll probably prime it and paint it. But yeah, the little feathering needs to be done around the very edge of that and we'll be good to go.
Incredible.
Very good.
Thanks, Mark, for that great demonstration. So Kevin, where can we go to find more information about the products?
For more information, you can go to www.u-pol.com.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely.